Ah, the Dollar Tree. What used to be a haven for affordable items and the place you would go to for cheap movie snacks has now been slowly transforming into something unrecognizable. After the controversial 25-cent increase in their prices, the Dollar Tree has been amping things up with the Dollar Tree Plus sections, which now include items that range from $3 to $5. Now, Dollar Tree is not the cheapest of the cheap place to go shop. You can arguably get much better deals on so many items at your local grocery store or even Walmart. But I still believe that some items are a better deal at the $1.25 tree, namely craft supplies and more specifically yarn. Yarn ranges anywhere from $3 to $10 at your typical big box craft store, so for $1.25 a skein, that is still significant savings, and I am still on a mission to prove to everyone that you can crochet cute things from the Dollar Tree despite varying inventories, limited stock, and overall cheapness associated with this store. Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to the second episode of this series that I don't actually have a working title for, but basically it is the series where I go to the Dollar Tree, buy craft supplies, and crochet something cute. Honestly, we should just call this series an excuse for Raven to buy more yarn, even though she told herself that she really doesn't need to buy anymore, but here we are. My first video that I did with this concept, go check it out if you haven't. I crocheted a little plushie, and that video did very well, so I'm here doing another one because you guys really seem to like it. But for this video, I wanted to not do another plushie. I wanted to do something different. I want to make like a little tote bag or a little purse, you know, something a little more on the practical side. So pretty much the rules are we can only buy our supplies at the Dollar Tree, and yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. I think I've talked enough, so let's get started. Let's go do some shopping. We're here at our first Dollar Tree, and thankfully this time around I have a pseudo plan, kind of. I'm not going in completely blind. Dollar Tree stock is just notoriously all over the place. One Dollar Tree and another Dollar Tree can have completely different stock. One Dollar Tree can have like no yarn at all, and the other one can be stocked up for days. So I'm really forced to rely on what they have in stock in order to determine what I'm even making. But I do have a couple of ideas and options for myself depending on the stock that I find. I don't know how much of this you're gonna be able to see, but I made up this whole thing here with some different ideas. We've got a little star granny tote. We've got like a strawberry bag, a frog bag. Obviously there's different colors I would need for these. Like the frog bag would obviously need green, the strawberry bag would need red, the star bag would need yellow for the stars. So it kind of depends like what we find. I think the most lenient one would be the star bag because we don't have to make them yellow, but for the strawberries and the frog, definitely we need like red or pink and green. So I've got ideas in the brain, locked and loaded. We just need to see what stock they have. And speaking of stuff being locked and loaded on my brain, I bet you noticed my adorable I Love Frog bucket hat. Check it out in my merch shop if you want to grab one for yourself. We used to have these in baseball caps, and now they are redesigned for bucket hats, and it's perfect for summer, so grab one at the link down below in my merch shop. I also have a plushie, you know, it's no big deal, but if you're into plushies, check that out too, link below. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this Dollar Tree. This Dollar Tree is always so quiet, and I feel like everyone can hear me. Look at these big plant pots for $5. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I can't look at gardening stuff. I will be here all day. They've moved around the sections. I don't know where anything is. This used to be the craft section. After I got plenty distracted, I found the yarn section, and this is actually a pretty decent selection. So I found this like very pale green kind of sage color, so that was definitely a contender. They actually had pink. What the heck? So I was definitely gonna grab some of that. I basically like to look for light and bright colors, so I was taking a look at this like golden yellow and also this brighter yellow here right next to it, even though it was a cotton yarn. And I was trying to find a white, but all they had was this cotton, or they had like the fluffy chenille stuff, so I ended up grabbing the chenille stuff. In case you couldn't tell from the colors, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the little strawberry bag idea that I had, and I'm grabbing this little coin purse to steal this keychain piece off of to make a keychain for our little bag. So yeah, we're gonna check out. All right, we're back in the car, you saw what I grabbed in there, you saw my basket. Is it like my most favorite color options ever? No, but that's the thing about Dollar Tree, you kind of have to work with what you got. We got lucky that there was even pink. I was so surprised. And there was a lot more fabric options this time around. I don't think I showed you, but there was like a whole band full of like solid color fabric. So I had a lot to pick from, so that was good. I feel like this is fine, but I kind of want to go to one more just to see if there's anything else magical at the next one. So I'll go to one more. This is such a big difference from my last video that I did when I was trying to make the plushie, because I could not find stuff at the Dollar Tree. So maybe I came on a better day of the week. I don't know. I was thinking, do I buy another crochet hook, since, you know, the challenge is to only use supplies from the Dollar Tree and like nothing from home. But technically, like, I already have the crochet hook and the yarn needle from the last video I did making the plushie. So I think that counts. I'll only say that for the crochet hook and the yarn needle, not like leftover yarn or anything. I will keep up the challenge for the rest of those supplies. But anyways, let's go check just one more Dollar Tree, see what they have, and then we'll go back home and start working on the bag. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I knew that we had all the supplies that we needed for this bag, but I wanted to go into another dollar store because I wanted to look at the gardening stuff, and they have like cheap gardening stuff. Unfortunately, there was no craft stuff for me to look at. This whole place was blocked off, and all the yarn that they had was this weird, fuzzy, fluffy stuff that I don't like, so this was a total bust anyway. No luck with yarn, so I'm glad the first one was a success. Yeah, I think we're good for the bag. This time around, this was so much more of a success. I'll say it again. It took one store. So let's do a quick haul before I go home. I got 2 of these like pale green bad boys. 1 pink for the strawberries, 1 yellow for any extra little colorful details like the seeds in the strawberries, and 1 of these fluffy white ones to be maybe like a border, some sort of edge, I don't know. For other little bits and bobs, we've got the fabric in case I have the energy to do a fabric lining. I do also have the supplies for sewing this in. I actually bought them last time. I bought a little sewing kit that I never ended up using, so we can just say that I bought it this time. And I got the little coin pouch for the keychain piece that will be sacrificed. All in all, these supplies cost me $9.36 after tax. I think that's pretty good, honestly. It's just gonna take up some of our time and hard work and labor and mental energy. That's it, and $9.36. That's it. Okay, so I'm getting started here on the bag. I'm gonna start working on like the body of it. My initial thought was to make it like in 2 separate sections, like a front and a back. But I think actually I'm gonna make like a flat bottom and then like work up the walls, if that makes sense. I'm just starting with a really simple chain here, and then we're just gonna make the base out of this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stomp right here, and this is 10 inches almost exactly, measuring with my little guy here. Oh no, wait, this isn't from the dollar store. Oh no. There's one in my crochet dollar store sewing kit, so let's just pretend I used that one. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on this chain and single crochet all down it. And then instead of like chaining 1 and going back and forth in rows, I'm going to start making like a giant like oval-y shape type of thing. So I'm going to work back on this row and then go all the way around and work back on the other side of the chain. Okay, here is that first round. It's a little squiggly. It doesn't want to lay flat, but yeah, that's what I was talking about. So tried to make this look as nice and clean as possible. I think it's looking good so far. So here is the progress. This is about the point where I've decided that the bottom of the bag was finished. I just did single crochets for this because I wanted it to be as tight as possible. So, you know, nothing is coming through the holes in the bag. And it kind of looks a little stiff as I'm working with it here, but that is totally normal and expected. I'm trying to make it as stiff as possible because, you know, it's a bag. I want it to have some body to it. I don't want it to be super floppy and stretchy because then it's just going to get worn out. So for the body of the bag, I started building up the walls. I decided to go with alternating double crochet and half double crochet rows. It makes like a very subtle, like extremely subtle little stripy pattern. I just wanted something slightly more interesting than double crochets, but I also wanted to do double crochets because that works up faster than single or half double. So this part took me the absolute longest, just building up the walls of the bag because it's just the same stitch over and over and it doesn't work up like super fast, but you know, we had to do what we had to do. I had to just do this for many hours, many many hours. Here is my progress. I just hit the end of that thing of yarn. And why do I have a feeling I'm gonna need like way more than just this one other that I bought? But yeah, I am scared that I'm gonna run out. So we shall see. I'm gonna bust into the second one and just keep going. I like how this is working up. I really do. It's the next day. I had a bunch of stuff to do earlier, but I'm finally sitting down and working on the bag some more today. So I think I last checked in last night when I ran out of the first skein of yarn and I had to attach the new one. So that was back about 4 or 5 rows. So I've done quite a bit since then. It's looking really good. There's some progress, but oh, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. At least while I'm doing this, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do the strawberries because I want them to be flat. They're not really going to be 3D or anything like that. And I've actually never done that before. I don't think I've done a strawberry that's been flat. So I don't really know how to make like a applique. I think that's the word for it. Whatever it is, I don't know how to do that. So that's definitely going to be something that I'm going to have to figure out. Anyways, I'm just going to keep working on this. And honestly, it's just doing the same thing for quite a bit now. So I'll check in a few more times once there's some more progress, but I'm sure you get the gist of it. I'm just doing the same thing. So eventually I was at the point where I only had that tiny little ball of yarn left, so we were seeing the lights at the end of the tunnel. When I was imagining this bag in my head, I was honestly expecting it to be a lot taller, like kind of more of a overall square shape instead of a like horizontal rectangle shape. So I was honestly like not really feeling too hopeful when I was running out of yarn, and I was like, oh, I guess this is it for the green yarn, but it all worked out in the end. And I also want to say, please forgive my eyelashes kind of coming off in these next couple clips on this day because listen, it was a long day, and for some reason with my new glasses they kind of like push against my eyelashes and it makes them like come undone, and it's just annoying, but like just ignore it please. Okay, thank you. I have officially run out of yarn. This is the last little noodle that's left. So here is what the bag is looking like. It was definitely not as tall as I was expecting. We're looking at more of like a, I don't know what you call this shape, more of a long rectangle. I guess I didn't have to make the base so big, but I did. I was panicking because I was like, I'm not gonna have enough green yarn for straps, and I did initially want to make the straps in the same color, but I have other yarn that I bought, so we can just choose a cute little contrasting color. I'm thinking the pink, and we can just make the straps out of that, and it's no big deal. My finger is definitely suffering some wear and tear, if you can see that. Yeah, it's a little bit red, so I'm gonna take a break. It kind of hurts when I rub it, so I'm gonna stop there for now because I've been crocheting for a couple hours straight. I'm gonna go eat some dinner and I'll return to this after I eat. All right, I'm back. I had some Taco Bell and now we're gonna get started on the strawberries. The second I picked this pink up out of the bag, I was like, I really wish I had more of like a baby pink, a blush pink. I feel like this has a bit of a purpley vibe to it, which is not like the worst thing ever, but I think the important thing is that it does go with this shade. Like these two together do like match, I feel like. I'm gonna get started on these strawberries. Like I mentioned, I have absolutely no idea how I'm making these. I'm gonna start with a oval shape, circle, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, what do we think? This is what I came up with. We do little leaves and we put it on, wait. I don't have anything for the leaves. I didn't get a dark green for the, I don't have any more green for the leaves. I don't have any other shade of green that I bought. Well, what a conundrum. Okay, what time does Dollar Tree close? They're open for another hour and a half. Yeah, we're gonna have to go. I guess we're going on a Dollar Tree adventure. Let's go. We're here. Look what they have. Excuse me? Squishmallows at the Dollar Tree? I mean, they're not $1.25, but what? What very unfortunate news. I think this is the only yarn that they have red and black and this weird fuzzy stuff. So we're gonna have to figure something out. See, this is where the Dollar Tree availability is gonna bite us in the butt. I was thinking maybe like some ribbon. I can somehow make it work. There's some dark green. There's some greens over here. I'm gonna keep looking around. There's also this twine, which would be a nightmare to crochet with, but it would be something. I don't know. I am back. What a journey. What a journey. I honestly thought this was going so well. This is such a big wrench in the plans, and I'm so upset that I didn't even think of what the freaking leaves were going to be until now. So I ended up just taking the green ribbon and this green twine. I think I'm probably going to end up going with the ribbon. I just don't like the twine, like the multicolored striping of it. It's like, whatever, it doesn't really match. How could we arrange this to look like a strawberry top? I don't know. Okay, here's my concept, right? So we kind of press it into little strips like that, and then maybe I get a piece of yarn, tie it, kind of makes like a little bow, and put it on like that. That's not like too bad, but I don't think I even have enough like green extra yarn to do these little ties. Idea number 2, we literally take a little rectangle of this and we literally cut like a strawberry leaf shape out of it. How does that look? I don't really know. I thought this was so genius, but this just looks terrible. This looks so bad. I mean, like, it's the vibe of a strawberry, and we could like use this piece for like the stem. No, I don't think that looks good actually. Okay, let's keep thinking. I've been working on this for like the past 30 minutes. It's been a lot, okay? I have been struggling to figure something out, but I fear that unfortunately I have eaten this up. Delicious. I think I've just come up with something. Here's the burlap ribbon, right? Not the best choice. I wish I would have gotten the little satin ribbon that was there, even though it was a much darker green that I really didn't like, but I liked this color better, so that's why I picked it. This is very difficult to work with, okay? And I was trying to, you know, as you saw, make a bunch of weird little shapes. I started trying to fold it, right? Kind of like make a little tube so that it's a little thinner, right? Okay, so I did that. I made this little tube and I actually had to sew it down with my little Dollar Tree sewing kit because it's like burlap ribbon and it wouldn't like stay down. So I did that. And I had this idea, you know what's very trendy? Bows. And I thought, okay, I can't make this strawberry top shape, but I can make a little bow. And this is so unnecessarily tedious just because of this stupid ribbon that I chose of having to fold it and sew it and then make the bow and then cut it. And like I cut off the thick part. You see how like there's a little thick part? I cut that off of here and I use that to tie it in the middle. I need to fix up the middle part a little bit, but that could be the strawberry top. But I was like, okay, I need to fully see the vision first. So I did add the seeds onto the strawberry. I needed to see the full thing. Besties, I think this is it. I think this is it. So even though it's not exactly a strawberry top, I think it's really, really cute. And I think I just did something here and I'm very excited for it. And this will take me the rest of the night until I go to sleep. I'm telling you right now. I haven't even gotten to handles yet. There's not going to be a lining for this bag. I'm just telling you right now, it's not happening. Anyways, I think I have a pseudo plan now. So I can get back to making the strawberries. All right, the strawberries are done. I've decided I'm only doing 2. That's it. We're good. We're good. But I was thinking, okay, so you know how there's like the little cute strawberry flowers on strawberry plants? I have the colors to make those. So maybe I could make 2 or 3 of them and we could put those like around the strawberries. 2 flowers have been made. I think they came out so cute. So I don't really know where these are gonna go. I might actually make 1 more, but I'm gonna get to work on the handles so I can start like laying this out and see how this is gonna go, how I'm gonna sew everything up, all that good stuff. Here we go, the first strap is done, so I'm just making it long enough so that it can go like over my shoulder, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, here's all of our elements. I'm gonna work on the second strap, sew everything up, and I'll meet you for the final reveal. And here is the grand reveal of the bag. I am so incredibly happy with how this turned out. Honestly, I don't think I could have done anything better. Maybe slightly tweak the colors, but again, that wasn't up to me. That was just the selection we had at our local Dollar Tree. I love this bag. I'm obsessed with this bag. Somehow everything came together in the end. The details, the little keychain, the little frilly little like scallop edging. I just love it all. It's so cute. So some final thoughts as we wrap up this video here. I'm actually so glad that I had the roadblocks that I did. Like, I bought too little of the green yarn, which worked out in my favor because instead of making like a taller bag, which I was going to do, I made this shorter one, which I just think is so much cuter, and it's like such a unique little look. I don't know, I just love it. I completely had a brain fart and didn't think about yarn for the strawberry tops, which forced me to go be creative because of Dollar Tree's limited selection. So that's how the little burlap bow strawberry tops came to be, and it's just, oh, I want to eat them. I want to eat them. The challenges that we faced actually forced me to be creative, forced me to use those creative juices, creative muscles, and this turned into, I think, one of the best things I've actually ever crocheted, which is wild because we literally only use supplies from the dollar store. But all in all, this was a huge success. I'm so happy with this. This makes me want to do more videos. Maybe we start making freaking clothes from the Dollar Tree. What a concept, crocheting clothes with only dollar store items. I'm ready to take on the challenge. I don't know about you, but I'm so happy with this. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. This was so much fun. Thank you so much again for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.